can be very stressful. It's a very emotional thing, just like buying one. Shirley Bovshow, Paige Hemmis are here. They're going to team up to get us through this process and also get us the most bang for our buck when it comes to enhancing what is called curb appeal before you sell your home, right,
That's
ladies?
right.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
It's all about preparing the house so that you have buyer's eyes. We get used to our houses, right?
Yes.
We
And you
don't
have
see
to-
the stuff.
You have to step away. Take that emotion you were talking about,
Yeah.
take it out. Look at it through a buyer's eyes,
That's
exactly what Shirley said.
Okay, so then what stands out immediately when you're looking at a house for the first time?
I think when you're looking at a house, we can bring up one of the houses that I did. This is a before and after that I did. This is my house in Lancaster, currently available. But wait,
Good to know. For sale.
currently for sale. Yes, but when I went to the house, I realized it had been a rental, and the grass had kind of died, and it just looked a little drab and dreary. So if you show the after picture, I took things that were really cheap and easy to do.
Oh my gosh.
I watered the lawn. I didn't do anything
It
else
looks like a
besides
different
that.
house.
I watered it. I power washed the front. I didn't repaint, didn't do any of that, just cleaned it up a bit. And then I channeled my inner Shirley and
Ooh.
planted rose bushes.
Cool.
And when I say I planted, I got someone to plant them for me.
I
So-
pointed, put it
I
there,
pointed,
put it
yeah.
there, put it there.
Yes, so this was about $250.
Wow. That's
great.
And it just made a big difference to get buyers
Right.
in the door.
Can I ask you just real back up 1 second? When you say see with buyer's eyes, what are buyers? What does
Well,
that mean?
They look at anything they're going to have to spend money on. So if it's deferred maintenance, anything that hasn't been fixed, they're going to say, oh, wow, we're going to have to fix that.
Yeah.
Or anything that looks like it's missing, which I think we're going to see in my
Okay.
little picture here. This is from Facebook. It's from one of our viewers. And
Okay.
as you can see
This is
here.
Jennifer Jurek, by the way.
Yes. The main thing about this property is that it's not curb friendly right now. So I'm suggesting that they're going to water their lawn and fertilize it in the spring and then create a focal point. There's open areas here. And let me show you my after. So,
Oh my gosh.
now, here's the philosophy about this. We want to bring in color to the yard without spending too much money because you're leaving, right? So the way I like to do that is by bringing in pretty pots of color. This has some vertical line here, but you can take it with you when you move, right?
Darn
you
it, I
station
should have
it,
done that.
Right?
I needed Shirley
Okay, come on.
last week.
This wall here also is just completely open and naked. So we put a hanging planter with a bunch of annuals. Annuals are very inexpensive to buy, and I just have 2 colors here. And then you notice the brown? That's mulch. Nobody wants to see your dirt. Cover it, and it looks neat and presentable. Isn't that pretty?
You know what? Is because some of the buyers might say, hey, I want to keep this stuff, and you haven't really spent too much money.
No, and actually, if you really love your pots, make sure you put on the MLS, exclude from sale. Potted plants in front yard.
I love that.
Don't get in trouble.
I love that you use Photoshop like this as a tool to
Yes.
sort of illustrate before you go in. What a great creative
Yeah.
way to see things.
You know, people at home could do the
who
same
can't
thing.
who can't maybe visualize that. Okay, so let's talk about you talk about foundation plants.
I think that's in my next project.
Okay.
Okay, now the problem here is this house is lovely, but you really don't see where the front door is. Okay, it's kind of hidden.
Wow.
So what I wanted to do was address the fact that there's no welcome home. That's what the door is.
Right.
So I'm going to show you in 1 second how I took a shutter and I just balanced it on the other side. And then the other problem here, there's no foundation plants here. You're just looking at the foundation of the house, not attractive. And also, look at this.
Not attractive.
Well, but I love you though. Thank you for watching. Okay. You see how the shutter is not really aligned? Okay, let's see how we're going to fix this.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Very simple. The shutter is now here. The windows that were not aligned correctly now have a beautiful long window box that camouflages. The other thing, the area here that was naked, I have ornamental grasses because they really kind of move around. They're kinetic. They look pretty. And then some hanging plants. You could also put a big bush here, but hanging plants are less expensive. And then also, we telegraphed where the step is by putting some planters here. And then, Paige, what do we do over there?
A nice new mailbox.
Not kidding.
This is some. That's right. I'm Vanna Whiting it.
By the way, this is why we don't team up that often around here.
Exactly.
She's perfect for this.
No, this is why it's so important. When you are selling a house, like things like that, you think, well, I don't need to get a new mailbox. I'm not going to spend $100 on a new mailbox. But the buyer sees clean, they see safe, they see organized.
Correct.
And that's what a buyer wants to see when they walk up to your house.
And color. And one thing I neglected to mention, this is the screen door, just a little color.
Yeah.
A little nude
Let it
Sahara tan. It just telegraphed, there's a door here.
Yeah.
By the way, Donna Ritchie, your home, by the way, Shirley loves you.
yeah.
And Shirley will be there
lovely.
next week to do all this. Yes. Great.
Do we have to repaint the entire house if need be?
Well, this is a project I did in Big Bear, which is full of snow. It's an area here just outside of Los Angeles that's cold, probably like the rest of the country. And in this project we had to start from top to bottom, paint everything. This is a huge remodel. $150,000 we spent, $30,000 on the front yard, but it was in disrepair. And if we can show the after.
Oh, wow.
And thank you to the
Wow,
weather gods
that's
for giving
beautiful.
us snow, which actually hide a lot of imperfections.
Yeah.
Little known fact, sell your house when it's snowing. But I redid everything.
Live in Los Angeles.
Exactly. Never happened.
Show your house at night.
Exactly. Exactly. But this is where we did top to bottom. We repainted, fixed everything. It's new decks, new railings, new lights. Everything was brand new. And a brand new welcome mat. You'll be surprised, like a $10, $15 welcome mat, how that can get into the buyer's psyche when they're walking in. They feel, I feel welcome. This feels amazing.
Are there any other details that we can add that will add significant value to the home when you're selling it?
Well,
Definitely.
Yeah, significant value. There are things that you could do inside of your house, but we're not going to go there right now. The thing is, your house has to look saleable from the curb. So again, get some inexpensive mulch, just the bark, cover the soil, and annual color. Flowers, they're not expensive. Plant out the yard, put pretty hanging baskets, put something by the door. I mean, that is going to be emotional. And people do buy with their pocketbook, but they're first invited by their emotions.
And they also see right away that you've taken care of the house.
Yes.
So it's inviting, so you're walking into something that's filled with love and taken care of.
Yeah.
And that's what they think. They think if the outside looks good, then obviously the inside must look good. And it could be a whole mess inside.
Yeah. Take the plants inside.
Yeah.
Juju, but you're walking into a house with nice energy.
Exactly.
Yeah, bake some chocolate chip cookies or pumpkin pie.
seriously,
That
you
works
light
too.
a
So
candle or
good.
something,
Yeah.
yes.
And one of the things I will say, and I'm a real estate broker and this drives me batty, this is one of my pet peeves, is that people don't take a good picture. And Mark, you'll know this. When you're talking about babies, probably don't put them in direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Opposite for houses. If the house is your baby, put it in sunlight. So you can just see, this is dark. I mean, it's really pretty sky, but this is dark.
Yeah.
I didn't change the paint. I cleaned it, but that looks so inviting and so fresh. So take your pictures on a sunny day, get the best picture, because you know what? If they don't see it online, they don't like it online, they're not going to drive by.